About 4 years ago, when I was a senior in high school, I recorded a video on my old channel of basically a letter to myself. What a freaking nerd. I passed that one. It wasn't a very high bar, but I did it. I felt like a accomplished scholar walking across. Future, I want to ask some questions to myself in this section for the future me. So these are just simple questions. Um, Future me, you're a college senior, and how are your grades? How are you doing in school? Um, Fail any courses? Uh, have you dropped any courses? How are you liking your classes? What classes are you taking? Well, high school, Kyle, of course, it's still about grades. That's because that's all that's important to a student, all that should be important to a high school age student. Um, the grades, I already answered that question. I graduated with honors. What kind of courses I was taking? A lot of media stuff, some gen eds like geology. I took a Hapkido class, fencing. I learned some American history. It was called it was called the American Experience about immigration and stuff. But a lot of media classes. I learned a ton of video production, a lot about audio production. I was a part of the radio station at my university for 4 years. And no, I did not fail a class. I don't think I ever got lower than a B minus in any of my classes. Um, and I did drop a few courses. I don't think I dropped them once classes started. It was like I kind of dropped them before. I might have done that with one. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I did. I did withdraw with one class. It was I think it was a marketing class, and the professor was ass, just the worst. All my professors I've ever had were great. With just like two or three that were like okay, but this professor was literally ass. My God, he had surgery. Didn't have class for 3 weeks, and then when he came back, he could not talk. He had like surgery on his throat, so he had to use like a microphone, and he was basically doing work over online. Like those 3 weeks, we were doing online work, and I did not sign up for an online course. And when we got into it, it was just a mess. It was a goddamn mess, and I withdrew from that class like a week later. It was so bad. So I did drop one class, but that was not because of my grades. I was doing poorly. What major did you choose? Being a college senior, you must have already decided your major. Is it different than what you chose before? Um, is it different than radio and television, like I plan on going to right now? If so, what? It is the same major I chose, broadcast and cinematic arts. It's not radio and TV. I don't really want to do either of those. Despite doing radio for 4 years, I'm not interested in radio at all. But I kept it the entire college career, and I'm really proud of that. How are your relationships with people going? Are you still keeping in touch with all your high school friends? If not, why? Um, are you talking to a lot of different people? Have you met a lot of people? Are you building more relationships? How are your social skills? Are you becoming a better person than what you were when you were a high school senior? Like, what's up? Yes, I did get better at meeting people. Like I've said before, I still like to have my own alone time, and I don't really need to like go out and hang with people, but I have a burning desire to now. Um, I haven't kept up with a lot of my friends from high school. I have one friend that actually came here. He's a year younger than me, TJ. TJ, if you're watching this, I love you, dude. I lived with him one of the years, and he is just one of my best friends easily. Um, and I've kept in touch with like minorly with some other few friends. Um, and that's because I kind of like grew out of them a little bit. Maybe not. That's probably not the best way to say it. More like we grew apart. We grew differently from each other. Like a lot of the things that we had in common were things that I moved on from, and it's not really a sad thing. It's just kind of how it is. And I've rekindled a couple friendships in the last little bit from high school, but nothing too serious. And most of the people I hang out with now are
College friends.
Marching band. Did you did you be in marching band all 4 years? Did you like it? Uh, like, was it better than a high school marching band? Because uh, right now I don't really know if I would want it to be better than high school marching band or not.
Marching band again. Yes, I did it for 4 years. Um, it was better than high school. I don't know why I said that. I don't know if I want it to be better than high school. What does that even freaking mean? Are you kidding me? Why would you not want it to be better? But when I went in my first year, I never thought I would be like do any leadership. I never thought I would get there. Just like it was in high school, I never thought I would be field commander. The same thing happened to me in college. I didn't think I was going to be any kind of leadership. And my last year of marching band, I was section leader of the trombone section. And uh, this guy, this old Kyle, would have never thought I would get that far. So that's pretty cool. You know, doing stuff I never thought it was possible.
Job. So, did you pick up any jobs while you were at college? Did you, like, during the summer, did you pick up a job to gain some extra spending money? Like, what's up with that?
Jobs, yes, I worked a ton. The summer after I was a sophomore, I interned at a minor league stadium, the one that I was at this last summer, and I was really fortunate enough to run the audio for the whole stadium. I was just an intern. I was running music. I created this whole library for the whole entire stadium from scratch. I gathered all these songs, put them all together, and I did like sound effects too. So that was really cool. I did that for a large part of that season. And then like this last summer, I also did that. I've been working at the movie theater in town for 2 years. So later that year, after the baseball internship, I got the job in the movie theater. I've been working there. I worked for the university as part of the audio crew for the School of Music, so recording concerts, editing them. Basketball band I got paid for, so the band that plays at basketball games, the pep band. Love that group, but I was an amazing opportunity to get paid to play for 3 of those years, which is just insane. If you play an instrument and you never gotten paid for playing that instrument, you got to try it. It's literally a dream. So yes, I've worked a ton of different jobs. I've been working really hard for a while now. I didn't really have a job for the first 2 years. The idea was I used my grad money from high school to just coast on that. So I didn't really have to worry about making money, which was good because it gave me time to do other things.
And lastly, are you still keeping in touch with your family and the people at home? Are you ignoring them like you would, like I would right now? Unfortunately, like, are you getting better at that? Are you talking to all your high school friends? Are you visiting often? Are you, calling your family up and keeping in touch in general? And how, I don't know, just how are your relationships with anyone? I hope you're keeping in touch with everything.
Oh my god, this took like a really sad turn like at the end. I feel like this is really kind of depressing. I don't remember where I was where I thought I would ignore my family and not really talk to them. It just must be teenage angst or something. But to answer your question, yes, I've kept in touch with them. My parents are wonderful. They visited every home game for marching band. I didn't go home as often, which I'm kind of proud of. Not because I didn't get to see my family, but the fact that I wanted to be up here and do my own thing so much that I never wanted to go home is something I'm proud of. I probably willingly went home, not on holidays, maybe like 4 or 5 weekends my entire college career, which is like very, very low. But yeah, this is really sad. I don't know why. I think this is like reaching in just a little bit at the surface level. I feel like I'm dipping my toes into my mind a little bit back then. I talked about it earlier about how I didn't think I was good socially, and I feel like maybe I repressed that a little bit. I think we just saw a little bit of that. But yes, everything's going great. Your life is great. Don't worry so much, man. Everything's gonna be fine.
And lastly, I hope you're well. Out of anyone, I would hope that you are doing really well and you're becoming a better person. there's not anyone else that would support you as much as me right now. Me to my 4 year older self. There's no one else that would support you as much as yourself. And I hope I'm going to do my job in the next 4 years and get me to a place where I'd be proud of myself and proud of you personally.
Wow. Okay. I thought the last little bit was sad and serious. Man, don't put so much pressure on yourself, dude. I realized that I was really independent back then, and I still am very much, but something that I don't think I did was allow other people to help me and assist me and collaborate with what I'm doing. I don't think that's something that I did back then, and that's why I talked about helping myself so much. Maybe I have to do another video about who I was when back in high school, because it's a whole thing. I'm still figuring out exactly what was going on, thinking back, but I think that was a little peek about who I was and where I was. You did your job, man. Good job, but you don't get all the credit. There's been so many people that have helped you along the way. It's not just you. Yes, you are pretty reliable, and you always put yourself back on course, but you have a ton of other people to thank for where you are and how much you've grown. So just realize that other people are there. It's not just you.
So that ends my letter. I hope that anyone who's watching likes this letter to my future self and maybe inspires you to do something similar. And to my future self, stay sexy. Peace, love, and joy.
You know what, man? Damn right. I will stay sexy. It's so funny looking like that and then looking at me where I am now. Maybe you should have figured out how to be sexy before you go around saying stuff like that. Oh, man. Anyways, that was my whole letter. It was super cool to take a glimpse back, how far I've grown. But it's also very cool at how I was in the right mindset. And there were things that I was thinking about that were on point. And I don't know, not to like pat myself on the back, but I feel like I was in the right state of mind to grow, and I set myself very nicely to grow to who I am now. And really, that's where I am again. Where I was 4 years ago in that video, I'm in that same boat once again, but 4 years down the line. I just graduated college, and the whole rest of my life is in front of me. So I've been spending a lot of time the last couple days figuring out where my head is and making sure that I am in the right place to move on from here and keep moving. So very cool to look back. I hope you all enjoyed that. I know it's a really long video, and I was dogging myself for not wanting to watch 15 minutes, and now it's a freaking 40-minute video, more than that, 45. I'm so sorry that you guys but if you stuck around this entire time, I commend you. Leave a comment down below if you made it all the way through. I'll pin you. First one to leave a comment that you watched the whole video. You're the real G. You're a real hero. So anyways, I might just make another video about a letter to myself in another 4 years, so I can make another reaction video and just, do a whole chain until I die, basically. But again, I hope you enjoyed that. Leave a comment down below what you think and where you were in high school. And, I hope you all are having a great 2019, and I hope you all are in the right state of mind to continue growing. That's what this channel is all about, self-development. I'll see y'all in the next one.